Hey everyone, my name is Heather Petersheim. If you don't know me, I'm a Red Jacket leader from Pennsylvania, and I'm getting so many messages from you guys about my host coaching, which I'm super honored about. Thank you. I'm just a little old me, but I figured rather than responding the same thing to everybody, I would just go live and kind of explain how I do this, and then I can save the video and I can share it in the Jacket page or my team, wherever it needs to be shared. Okay, so something that is kind of like my team mantra for my team is show, share, and serve. So I love how Gail Ratchford said, she said it was our team ethos. I like the word ethos. That probably sounds better than mantra, so thank you, Gail. But I always tell my team, you never will feel like you're selling a day in your life if you are showing solutions through before and after pictures, demos, sharing your personal testimony, and from your heart, and then also serving your customers. And my cat's gonna photobomb us here. Let's see, isn't he special? I'm a crazy cat lady. Okay, so what I'm essentially doing in my host coaching is I'm getting my host to help show, share, and serve, because we all know that her guests, and I am doing multi-host parties, by the way, but we know that her guests know I'm selling something, and so they care about what she has to say, right? So this kind of emerged actually off of Jessica Roderick does onboarding that is one task per day. And if you guys know me, hi Joanne, I tend to like my lives are very long. I tend to overdo everything. And I think I'm a bit of an overwhelming personality. And so once in a while I have to check myself and think, okay, am I being overwhelming? And so I think sometimes when we mail a host a long checklist and all these different things, like I once made these beautiful bingo cards and I had them match my little mailer and went all out. But I think honestly, you guys, what happens is I feel like hosts so often put that in a pile and it gets buried, or they're overwhelmed by a long list of things. And so what I do for my host coaching is I send one daily text, and the key here is first you want to ask. So the first thing I'm doing is when I book a party, obviously I ask if they're okay going in a multi-host party or if they prefer to have their own. Most say they're fine going in a multi-host party. My verbiage is that I tell them that because of Facebook algorithms, they will have a better outcome. The more the merrier, the more people are commenting. So once they're in whatever party they're in, then I say, I ask, like, have they used Norwex before? What products do they have? I say, hey, would you be up for doing a super simple 2-minute task each day, just the week around your party? I will text you. If so, I'm going to send you a super fun little bag of goodies so that you can do a task with the samples. You're going to love it, and you can share it in your party. So I'm always asking first, because I don't want to just send stuff for free. And I want to get that commitment from them. So that's your step one. You want to get that commitment from them. Almost all of them say yes. And so here's what I am sending. And we're all at different seasons of our business. Some of you guys that are here are brand new. What I pull out of this bag, I don't want you to be thinking that you have to do all of these things. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I work my business pretty much full time. So I'm earning lots of shopping sprees. So what you're seeing, I'm not purchasing. This is all stuff that is earned. And if you're new to Norwex, get ready, because if you are working your business, you are going to earn free product. And this is a great way to use those shopping sprees and the products that you earn. So what I do is these bags are from Dollar Tree. You can also go on Amazon and you can get little clear pencil bags for even cheaper than $1 each. Or you could use any kind of little bag that you want. Actually, you wouldn't even have to use a cute bag. You could just stick them in like a poly mailer if that's the cheapest way for you. Hey, Janelle. Okay, so here's what I put in here, and then I'm going to tell you what each daily task is. And I want to talk about party day, because there's 2 things I'm going to show you. The task of the day that I send on party day is a little different, and I also have a post that I post in the party day that has been really helping me get more attendance in my live demos. So I'm going to share that with you guys in a little bit too. Okay, hey Kristen. All right, so first up, I send a travel Enviro cloth, and I'll tell you what these little tags are in a second. Travel-sized Enviro cloth, a cut-up window cloth, and when I say I have to give a shout-out to my assistant, Mackenzie Blasco. She is the one who assembles most of these for me. I have some here for when I send them out, but so we are cutting a window cloth in quarters for the host. So travel Enviro cloth, cut-up window cloth, baby body cloth, And this is kind of like my host gift too. And then a quarter of a netted dishcloth, a laundry sample, and my laundry samples, I don't know if you guys can see this with the lighting, but what I do is I go on the Vistaprint Norwex and I use address labels, and it says Norwex laundry detergent, and then it tells them how much to use and tells them how much they could use in a carpet shampooer. So these little bags I get on Amazon. I actually just ordered them today. I think it was 200 of them for about $18. So I send my dishwasher samples, which I had one right here. I think I put it away. And my laundry detergent in these little bags. So they get that, and with that, they actually get this, which I can share in this group. This is my little Norwex laundry detergent list that I send them. Norwex laundry detergent is kind of like a little Cinderella magic fairy dust, and I give them different ways they can use it. So this goes along with the laundry sample. You guys, you can do so much with a little, like, I do a scoop. That's what I do. You could do a half scoop to save money as well. And then I give a little sample of cleaning paste, and these little containers I also got on Amazon, super cheap. And I just fold it up with a little uses for cleaning paste. Some people send this, some people don't. If you send the cleaning paste, what I'm sending with it is a spearnet, and people are asking me how I'm cutting it. I just cut it in half. So this is for cleaning their oven, because we all know you get great results from that. And obviously you know what the other things are for. Another thing, don't feel like you have to use like a travel-sized EnviroCloth and a baby body cloth. You can cut things up. I know a lot of people in here are doing samples and cutting things up, and you can absolutely do that. I feel like it's a gift to my host. I have the spree money, so you again have to do what works for where you're at in your business. I value my hosts so much. I want to spoil them. And I did do samples for a while, actually, a while back. What I would do in my parties is I would say I was looking for 4 product testers right before the party started, and I would mail those out and ask them to give me feedback, and it was okay. But I found that this is so much more effective. And so my hosts, I find, are purchasing more themselves. And I also feel like it's very much a recruiting seed. So I'll talk more about that in a second. But before I move on from showing you guys what's in this, I'm going to show you my little tags I make to put on there. They're compliance approved. I'll share them here in this group. When I talk about Norwex, you guys, I get like sweaty and out of breath, and I talk really fast. So hey Jill, you guys know, my team knows that I get all worked up when I talk about Norwex. Okay, so I send a little clipped on, quick, brief, I cut these so it looks like this, a little ditty about each thing. It's clipped right on there. Again, overwhelm is a real thing. Like, we understand Norwex. When hosts get a list and things, they're like, they freeze. They're like, what do I do with this? Especially if they're new to Norwex. So this is literally like, if they want to take the dishcloth out today, this says the best dishcloth you will ever use. How? It tells them how to use it really, really quickly. Same thing with like the EnviroCloth. Tells them what it does, what they can do with it. Super simple. So I use these little clips that I get. You get these at the dollar store too. And like, obviously you can't really go. Can you go to the dollar store right now? I don't know. But I have a whole I got a whole bag of them for $1. So you could do whatever, however you want to clip them on there. And so that's what I do. So I will post this in the files of this page. I put the cleaning paste on the bottom. I know Sonia Eckel changed it to laundry detergent, which is great actually, if you want to do that. So I just cut them out and then I clip them on there so that they know what to do with each thing. But they're supposed to do a daily task, right? Okay, the last thing about the stuff that's in there is if you order these, I've been loving these to give as a sample or a prize because people can, these are the facial pads. They come in a set of 5. And these are great. You can show them what a makeup remover side and a body cloth side is like. So you could put that in instead of a baby body cloth. And then lastly, don't feel like you have to do all these things. If you give your host 3 of these tasks, and you'll see that one of my tasks is not even a thing with a product. But this is like a buffet. Don't feel like you have to do every single thing, and don't be overwhelmed by it. Even if you take 2 or 3 of these tasks and put them into place for your host, I think you'll have great results. Okay, so let's tuck that back in that cute little bag. I think fun mail is an amazing thing, and so I love that my hosts are getting fun mail when this arrives. Wouldn't you be excited to get this little thing full of all these products? So, and I will say, I think I'm going to try the samples again. I have my little printout here, but I'm super busy all the time, and so not sure I'm going to do that yet or not. I'm loving seeing the results that you guys are having, so I'm kind of tempted to do it again. Okay, so when I send the little bag of the things that they are going to do their daily task with, I also send the host rewards along in there, and always a handwritten note. So I get these on Norwex Vistaprint as well. It's just a postcard, and I write on there, thank you so much for hosting with me, yada yada. And so that's what goes in my host packet. That's it. Not checklists, nothing like that, because I tell them you're just going to get one simple task per day. Hey Liz. Okay, I made a little note so I wouldn't get too off track. All right, so I'm going to flip this around. All of my texts, my daily texts, and the verbiage that go with it are in this group, in the revamp group. So let me turn this around a second, and I'm going to show you how you can find it. And you can just type my name in. I'm going to flip this around. We're in Project Broadcast, but we're going to go... Oh, wrong thing. I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, so if we are in the group, the revamp group, if you go on, I'm on a desktop, so if you go here and type in my name, Heather Petersheim, my husband's Amish, that's an Amish name. Well, his family was Amish. I know. I never heard the name Petersheim until I was Petersheim. Okay, so if you scroll, you'll find them. There they are. Okay, so they look like this. So just type my name in, and they are in here. And then if you click on them and go through them, you'll see what the host gets. And you'll also see, I have some text on here, but this is what I'm typing in Project Broadcast that is going to them. So I'm using Project Broadcast. I cannot take, my assistant does my Project Broadcast for me. I do not do it. So thank you, Mackenzie. And so this is the first one. This is asking them, will they do it? Honestly, I don't always send this one. I just am in conversation with them, and I'll ask them, hey, will you do a 2-minute task? If so, I'll send you XYZ. And then if they say yes, I say, okay, what Norwex do you have already? Most people already have an EnviroCloth and window cloth, and then I do not send that. I do not send anything I don't need to send if they already have it, and most people have some stuff, so you'll save yourself some money there. Okay, so anyway, you search me by Heather Petersheim in the revamp group, and then if you go through, you will be able to see each post pretty much in the order that I am sending it to my host. So she is only getting one per day, so she's not overwhelmed. First she agrees, then she's going to write a testimony of why she loves Norwex, because her why is a powerful thing, right? And if she just wings it, it's not going to be as powerful as if she thinks about it and attaches a picture, because remember, we want our host to show, we want her to share. We don't want her just to be selling. We want her to show and share. Okay. Next is obviously the basics. She's going to use her EnviroCloth to take a picture of something cleaned with it. And then again, the verbiage is all over here for you to copy and paste. Then we have, she can remove her makeup from her baby body cloth. You guys, I know some people don't like to show themselves, and so I give her options. I say you can remove your makeup and just show the makeup on the cloth. You can remove the makeup from half your face. You can remove it from all of your face. It doesn't have to be all of it. Okay, this is makeup brushes, which I should really change because I don't think you're supposed to fill it that high. But anyway, I give her, I'm sorry, not makeup brushes, laundry powder. So I give her, again, my little laundry list, which I shoved somewhere when I was doing this. But I will post it in the group for you guys. It's my laundry list. I'll get it. I'm trying to be thorough. It is a list of things that she can do with her laundry detergent. So I actually stick this on the bag, the sample of laundry detergent, and so that day she can actually decide what she wants to do. And one thing in a multi-host party, this was my assistant's idea, thanks again Mackenzie, she said, hey, why don't we give each host a different task each day, so like everybody's not posting their carpet stain with their EnviroCloth, which I don't think is a bad thing, but it's kind of changes it up if you, hi Jamie, hi Antonia, hi Liz, if you have each host posting something different. And you guys, 90% of my hosts are doing this. There's going to be days they miss, but then they're like, oh my gosh, I'll catch up, or they like know they need to get to the next one. And so that kind of shocked me when I first started doing it. I thought, I don't know if people are really going to do this. People do it, and the hosts like get excited. They genuinely get excited. And again, I'm finding my hosts themselves are ordering more, and we'll talk about how it's a recruiting tool in a second. Okay, I'll flip it back around. So you can go through and you can copy these. Obviously, don't use my face. You want to use your own face. Your hosts, your customers, they are attached to you, not me. So this one is an example of one that does not require the products, okay? This one is for our host to post 3 things on her Norwex wish list. And what I say over here basically is when you're in a party like this, like when I'm invited to a party like this, like Pampered Chef or whatever, I don't know what to get. I have no idea what to get. And a lot of times, let's be honest, there are people in a party like that who want to just get one thing to support their friend, or a couple things to support their friend, or maybe they're new and really excited, but they just don't know where to start. So something like this, like having the host list her 3 favorite things, or if she has nothing, now she does because you gave her that host bundle, or her 3 most wanted things, is super exciting to her guests because now they know what their friend loves. Again, so show, share, and serve. Okay, I'm going to flip this again. Jamie, you can find these. I have them in our team page under my host coaching unit. So if you go into Team Ocean, go under the host coaching unit. All of this is in there, and I have another training, and then I'll add this as well. But in this multi-host group, if you type my name, Heather Petersheim, in the search bar, which is on the side on a PC or Mac, on a phone, the search is at the top. Just type my name and scroll, and you will see these. So, okay. So I won't go through each and every one, but there's different ones for them to do. And then let's talk about Party Day. So Party Day, her task, and this has to be the same obviously for every host, is that when I go live at the live demo, she needs to tag her friends ASAP. And the reason for this is I find, especially if I have a host who has a crowd that maybe isn't so super internet savvy, they don't know where to find me. They don't know where to find the party. And so I want her to tag her people because not everyone's thinking about Norwex all day, right? We are, but they're not. So when she tags her people, that's all I want her to do that day. I just want her to be at her party because she's the host, and I want her to tag her people. But I'm going to flip it and show you something I do for a game to also help people be there. But basically, she needs to refresh, and when she sees me, she needs to start tagging, and that way people get there right away because I like to do like my demos first. Okay, let me just make sure I am saying everything I want to be saying. I use Pirate Ship, and thank you to Sherry Hamlin who told me about these. It's like, I just have a regular printer, so this is like 2 little labels that you can stick on. You can print them out on a regular printer and stick them on. So I'm mailing my host packets out, and they're usually about like $3.21. They're not bad at all. So loving that, and again, I think it's a great way to reward my host for basically being the heartbeat of my business. Again, show, share, and serve. I want to serve my host. Like, she means so much to me. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around because we're talking about Party Day. And let me just get into my last party I had. I actually have a party tonight, but let me flip this. So on Party Day in my parties, I have a selfie of myself holding a ticket. I took it on Snapchat, so it's cute. And I tell them, I'm going to read it to you. I say, party night and prize up. If you will be joining us for the live demo tonight at 8:30, because you want to remind them when it is again, comment below. I will give you a ticket number that you will write down. If I call your number during the party and you are watching live, that is key. They must be there. You will win a great Norwex prize, which I give a full-size netted dishcloth. It's the only full-size prize I give in the whole party. Everything else is travel-sized or samples for my prizes. And so here's what happens. Check this out, you guys. So this post in a multi-host party, people start saying they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. Okay, look at all this. This boosts my algorithm like crazy. So you can see that 89 people saw that, 61 comments. What happens is when they respond that they're coming, I give them a ticket number, and I pull these. I keep a huge roll, giant roll. I'll show you how big it is, and I got it maybe on Amazon for super cheap. This is like, I've never replenished this. There's my secret chocolate stash, you guys. We all need chocolate sometimes. Okay, so what's happening in this conversation is this is me getting them to be reminded that the party's at 8:30. They are commenting, I'm responding back, and I'm tagging them. So I am saying, great, Tammy, tag. If you are present when I call 833-889, you will win a prize. And then I also say, because remember I said it's so important to serve your customer, show, share, and serve. I don't want to talk at my people. I want to talk with them. I want to serve them. I want to know what they need. And so I give them their number, I tag them, and I say, is there anything in particular you would like for me to show you tonight? And then they usually answer, and then I answer back. And so from this conversation, you can see how many comments there were. The algorithm is boosted because multiple people and I are talking back and forth. I'm serving them through a prize and through asking what they want to see. And it makes them want to be there because they and I make sure to say in my comment, if you are there when I call number 88 whatever, you will win the prize. So I don't pull my ticket until after I have covered the Safe Haven 5 and after I have talked about the hand towel, because I love to talk about the hand towels. They're one of my personal favorites, and I sell a lot of those. I have an itchy nose, and I feel like you guys are judging me because we're not supposed to touch our face right now. I've got roots. We're all just so vulnerable right now in this time, I know. So I pull it after everything I have really wanted them to see, and then I will draw my winner. They have to be there. I give them like 2 minutes. If they do not respond, I pick another winner, and I even say you have to be here to get your prize. And so that person gets the netted dishcloth. So those are my 2 party day tips. Your host's task of the day is to tag her people when you're going live. Tag, 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 tag. Your job is to go on and post this post, and you don't have to have tickets. You could even like write it on a post-it, like just make a list, like Jennifer Miller is number 1, Kate Savage is number 2, whatever. Like you don't have to spend the money on tickets. Oh, thanks, Antonia. But those 2 things combined have made me have so much more like participation on my actual party, because people want to win the prize. Now, if you have that ticket post and you're getting crickets on it, remember, people don't always see something, so you want your host to go there and tag your host and say, hey, Jennifer, make sure your friends don't miss this giveaway. And then hopefully she will tag her people, and so you can try that. All right, so last up, I want to just talk about how this host coaching is kind of like a recruiting tool, and I feel like when you are giving your host the tools in this bag, it's almost like a little tiny mini baby starter kit, right? Like you're giving her Norwex to use, and we all know, I'm big on borrow boxes too, huge on borrow boxes, because we know that when when people get Norwex in their hands and they use it, they get it, and they want to tell everyone about it. Like, that's why I'm here. I want to tell everybody about it. And so when you're giving her this, you're giving her that excitement. You're giving her the ability to show, share, and serve by showing her before and after pictures that now she's accumulated as a host, and she now has them, and you can say, hey, you're kind of doing what I'm doing anyway. You have all those before and after pictures when you have that recruiting conversation. And I don't know if Darlin's watching. Darlin Hargis is one of my recent recruits, and I love her, and she's in here. She was one of the very first hosts that I tried this with. It wasn't a multi-host party. It was, I think, January. And she commented when I said I was going live, she was like, I'll be your poster girl because it worked so well. And I remember that I was so worried, like sending her the daily task, like I was going to be annoying. And I remember her doing them and being like, oh my gosh, she's doing them. And I was so excited, and she had a really good party, and I was like, this might be something. And then she actually joined, and she said she felt like so much more equipped by having those things. And so I feel like it's truly a recruiting tool for them to show before and after pictures. Some of them do videos. Some of them go all out. It's very exciting. And the ones that do the videos, those people need to be selling Norwex. Like they've got that, they already want to share it, they're already showing it, like they're already trying to serve their friends. But now they have that, they have testimony, so that they can not just show, but they can share. They can share from an actual place of, hey, I had bubblegum in my carpet and this EnviroCloth got it out with water. People love to hear that stuff. And then she has the ability, if she would like, to take this and serve people by giving it to them as a borrow bag or passing it along to somebody. And so it's a powerful little thing that has worked well for me. I hope that it works well for you. Let's see. Which day number of your party do you go live? Oh, okay. So Jamie, I post for 3 days. And then I go live on the night of the 3rd or 4th day. I should know that. The night of the 3rd or 4th day. And then I continue to post for a couple days after that. I always feel like if they want to leave, then they can leave. I also talk really long on my live demos. Like, I'm not even going to tell you guys how long. It's really, really long. Because I feel like in an online party, if they want to leave, they can leave. It's not like I'm keeping them there. I try and do the most, like, attention-grabbing, scroll-stopping things first. Like, while I'm waiting for people to get on, I am peeling a carrot. And you know people are scrolling and are like, what is that girl doing? And I'm like, hey guys, I'm just waiting for people to hop on. I'm going to peel this carrot with my cloth. And then I go into my demos. And I feel like I want them to get that first bit with the demos, the Safe Haven 5, and then the hand towel. Then I draw my winner. And if they want to stick around, they can. And I even say that. If you want to stick around, stick around. If you need to go, you can go. I'm going to just show you guys a few of my absolute favorites. I love to talk about Norwex, so the time doesn't really bother me. And the people who truly want to be educated, I feel like stay. But I feel like they can leave if they want. And also, you know, if they don't want to keep watching my posts after the 3rd or 4th day, whatever. I think I go live on the 4th day, the evening of the 4th day. Mackenzie, are you watching? I don't know. Mackenzie, my assistant, schedules my posts for me now, which is wonderful. I was doing SynShare and I was in Facebook jail all the time, and so I don't do that anymore. So Facebook Scheduler is the way to go. But I hear a lot of you are doing Post My Party, so I'm kind of curious about Post My Party. I just don't want to end up in Facebook jail. So anyway, so this is a great recruiting tool. This is a great way for your host to be excited and want to post. And you might have a straggler every once in a while who doesn't do it. And you know what? You can lead a fish to water, not a fish. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So you can give your host all the tools, but it is what it is. But I have found that 90% of my hosts are doing this. So do you guys have questions for me about this? I will post my borrow box tags and my laundry detergent little tag that I put in there. My bags that I send my host, I do a big bag because I also send a catalog or a couple catalogs. I ask them how many they want. I say I can fit up to 5 in a bag. But you could really just use, if you're not sending catalogs, you could probably send a smaller mailer. And I just get everything on Amazon. So I don't even particularly, like, it's not the same place every time. I just type in poly mailer. I think this is 10 by 13. And then I pick whatever design grabs me that day. So I'll put all of that in. Hey, Stephanie. I will put all of this in the files section here in the revamp group. And then I'm going to save this training. So if you want me to put it somewhere, I can. Kim, did I miss if you do the Safe Haven word drawing? I do. I'm a big prize person. I'm a big game person too. Like, I'm a big game dork. I love prizes. I love games. I mean, it's a party, right? Like, I have a lot of Norwex and I love to bless others with it. It's one of my favorite things. Like, Norwex has blessed us. So I do a lot of games. Okay, so I do the ticket game that I just told you guys about, which is what I would probably recommend more than the one that I'm going to tell you. Let me find the one that I'm going to tell you quick. I'll show you. So my ticket post goes off at 5 a.m. I schedule my posts for 5 a.m. because I want people to see it right when they wake up, around 11 o'clock because I want people to catch it around their lunch hour, around like 4 or 5 o'clock, and like when people are getting done with work, and then my last one is usually around 8 o'clock. So those are the 4 times a day I'm posting. On party day, my first post of the day is the ticket. Like, be there when I pick your ticket and you'll win. A half hour before the party, this is what I'm posting as well. This is my other I told you guys I'm over the top. I didn't want to overwhelm you, but I do 2 things party day, so I'll turn it around. So it says the magic word. So it says live demo starts in 30 minutes at 8:30 p.m. right here in this group. Refresh your screen. So excited to show and share with you. Be the first to type Safe Haven when you hear me say it during our live demo, and you will win a Norwex cloth. Get your ticket number. I will call the number during the demo, and if yours is it and you are present during the live demo, you will win. So that gives them 2 opportunities to win for being present. I don't say the word Safe Haven until about a half hour into my demo, when I have shown the Safe Haven 5, and I say, okay, the 5 products I've shown you are in this box, the Safe Haven 5, and then people are like, Safe Haven, Safe Haven, Safe Haven, and I just give, like, at the end of my party, I name the winners, and I let them pick from a travel enviro cloth, a baby body cloth, a laundry detergent sample, or half a netted dishcloth. Those are my prizes. And so I just let them pick. So whoever got Safe Haven gets to pick. The only full size prize is the ticket winner. They get the netted dishcloth, because you can mail that in an envelope like this. So yes, I still do that, because that reminds them, like again, not everyone's thinking about Norwex all day. So when you remind them a half hour before, some people might be like, oh yeah, that's right, the live. Or maybe people are like, I'll watch if I'm free. If I'm not, I'm not going to watch. But then they forget. So a half hour before, then that kind of reminds them about it. And so they want to watch until I say Safe Haven. And what I say there too, get your ticket number. Then they're going to be like, wait, what ticket? Where do I get a ticket? If they didn't see it. And I also, in my ticket post, I always re-comment in it, like, half hour before the party also, because that bumps it to the top, because I always have people who hop on and are like, I didn't get a ticket, what's a ticket? And so I try and bump it and check it until like 10 minutes before I go live to make sure everybody possible can get a ticket. So yes, I do still do that. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, Allison. You were one of the ones that was asking me, so I was hoping you could see this. Timber, no, I go long. I feel like people will message me and say, oh my gosh, I learned so much from your demo, or like I've been in another Norwex party and I didn't learn near as much as I learned with you. I feel like I'm speaking to the people, like, in my heart, who want the education. Like, it's so important to me. Like, I'm such a researcher, and again, live, if they want to go, they can go. They don't have to stick around, but it's like an hour of my life. And think about what we make on a Norwex party, our commission. It's well worth that hour for me that I've invested to make sure I'm clearly explaining things and really pouring into them. And if they want to leave, they can leave. But by doing the demos first, at least they get through the most important thing. By doing the Safe Haven 5 first, they get through the most important things. If it's not successful for you, then I would consider narrowing it down. It works for me. It's successful for me. I know it's not always the most duplicatable, so I always tell my team, do not feel like you have to go live as long as I do. I have notes for you guys today. I started by taping notes up and reading off of notes and the party cards, and as you learn things, you just keep rambling, and you have your own story and testimony to share and show, and so it can grow over time. But do what works for you. I'm trying to see if anybody else asked me a question. Oh, Anastasia's here. So Anastasia was one of my most recent signups, and she was, this is something else I wanted to tell you guys. When you do these multi-host parties, if a host is thinking about joining and you already have it set up, like I said to her, she was a host, so I already had the party set up and she was hosting, and I forget how we got into the conversation about joining, but I said to her, if you want me to quick take out your link with me, I will put in your link. Once you sign up, I'll put in your link, and then your guests can order through you. So I was the one kind of doing the demo and everything, and I didn't really do that for my team before. But now that I'm in a multi-host, if I'm going live anyway, and she was going to host anyway, I say she already had the host packet, so she did the tasks, and it was good practice for her to be doing the tasks. And she really did a good job. Anastasia, you did a great job of like helping answer questions for her friends. But that's also something too, you know, that you can kind of like do the party almost with them. Not that you have to do that. You absolutely don't have to do that, but that's an option as well. Oh, Janelle, thank you. That means a lot. Yes, Allison, you did miss that. I did it in the beginning. I'm gonna, this will be here so you can watch the replay. Everything is there. And then I think I was pretty thorough, so I don't think I left anything out. But if you guys have questions, I'll be honest, I'm having a baby body cloth challenge with my team right now, so my notifications are blown up, and I know I'm missing things. So I'll just come back and check every once in a while in here if you have a question. But I think I pretty much like said everything I could say in this live. So hopefully it was thorough. And then, like I said, I will post in the files the borrow box tags, which are compliance approved, by the way, and the laundry thing. So I think that's it. If nobody else has a question, then I will go. I'm going to go make dinner, get ready for my lives tonight. Don't you guys feel like now I have, well, I'll say 1.5 hosts tonight. And I feel like I'm like, oh my goodness, like I wish I had more. Like now that you do a multi-host, you feel like one host is like, it's like a ghost town. You know what I mean? Like it's so weird now to only have one host. So I'm big on killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm just going to go live in my baby body cloth challenge at the same time. 2 phones, 2 parties, and that's what's going to happen so that I can feel like I'm getting more accomplished and reaching more people. But again, if you guys have questions, let me know. Thank you, Antonia. You're so sweet. I'm going to go eat dinner, and good luck. I wish you guys so much luck. I feel like the silver lining in this time is so much learning going on and trying new things, and it's absolutely can move your business forward when you're trying new things. And so multi-host for sure. Do the multi-host. There's so much good information in here. I have the little sample things print out. I think I'm going to maybe try that. So thank you for everybody who shared such great wisdom in this group. And oh, thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet. I'm glad. I'm glad it was helpful. So, all right, guys, have a great week.